Hi friends! Gonna give people a minute to jump on here. So excited to see some of you popping in. I hope you've had an amazing spring break. Let me know if you've had a good spring break. Awesome. Hey friends. Okay, so I guess I could I don't know, people are still jumping in and I don't want them to miss anything. So I'm gonna go ahead and let people keep popping on in here. Hi! So many friends and dancers joining. It's great to see you all. Okay, so I'll start because of course you know me, I'm gonna have a story to tell with everything. So I guess 2 years ago when we made that move to Studio D, we knew, and I don't think we announced this, but we knew that was temporary and that our goal was to hopefully in 2 years expand again, but to kind of test it with Studio D for 2 years and see if our staff and our students could support more space and 4 studios and if that was a good fit for us. So we were on track that first year. It was our best year ever. Our enrollment was tracking. We were like, this is it. We're going to be planning for a big expansion at the end of 2021. And then COVID hit, And so the whole inside question for us this whole time has been like, well, what's our plan now? Because what was an incredible year has been followed by one of our, hardest years yet. And so that has been the biggest question. And you guys know our theme is Make Room this year. And when I was choreographing that dance for company, for those of you that have seen it, we have a company dance called Make Room. And they dance with boxes. And so watching that piece the first couple of times, I told Caleb, this is really symbolic for us because either at the end of this season, we're going to be packing up because we're expanding, or we're going to be packing up because we're either closing our doors or majorly downsizing, because that's just where we were at the beginning of this year because things were so unknown. And so it's been fun to watch that piece and know that deep down, I knew it would have a deeper meaning this whole time. So the exciting news is, as I'm sure you've guessed, because I would not be doing a whole live to tell you we're closing, is that we are expanding, that we have just really seen some traction and some turnaround in our community to where people are wanting dance. And they're not only wanting dance, they are really wanting dance from us. And so we really have just kind of found comfort this year and some confirmation that this is a good fit for our community. And you all have shown that to us, students and families, that we're still valued and still wanted here in the community. And not that we doubted that the center was, but it was just kind of is dance going to survive COVID era for all the studios around. So that is the exciting news, is that we are expanding. So let me tell you a little bit about what this is going to look like. Right now, if you are familiar with Studio D or you have a dancer that dances there, you know that it is frustrating because you have to drive there, even though it's only I think I've timed it because I have to teach back-to-back at both studios, and it is a 4-minute drive, maybe a 5-minute drive if you get stopped at a traffic light. But it's still frustrating because if you're dropping dancers off at 2 locations, it's not as easy. You've got to drive between both or pick up between both. And then it's also, you guys have been so great, our parents, this year, but you're dropping off by this dumpster in what has turned into be this huge construction zone back there that's just crazy and not the experience we want for our families anyway. So our news in expanding is that you will no longer have to deal with that. In our dream situation, we are looking for a place that we could have not 1 studio, but 2 studios, because that makes it so much easier for dancers to have back-to-back classes and for more than 1 teacher to be there and have more going on in the space than just 1 studio, but also a place where parents could come in, because even pre-COVID, parents were banished to their cars at that location and having little sidewalk chats and all that kind of stuff. So those were kind of on my top of the list, is I would like a place that 1, we can walk to easily from our current location, 2, a place that parents can come inside, and 3, a place that could have 2 studios. And that's just what Caleb and I started looking for, what I started praying for. And wouldn't you know, we found it. So I can't wait to show you guys what this means. So we are expanding within walking distance of our main location, so we're not getting rid of the main location, and I'm coming back to that in a minute because I know there are some things that need fixed at the main location, but we're keeping our main location. We are within walking distance. We have 2 studios here. We have a place for parents to come in. There's also really great parking, so you're not dropping off in an area that feels kind of crazy, and it's just going to solve so many of those problems for you guys. and just allow us to just have a better, easier schedule for those of you that were at Studio D, or that might potentially be at whatever this new space is going to be called. Actually, we do know what it's going to be called. It's called Centered Squared, with like the little 2 at the top, because it's our second location. So yay, it's right across, it's right in walking distance, and it is super easy to get to, super great for parents. So back to the main studio. We know that there have been some issues there. Parking is kind of a hard thing there. The waiting area is hard, and parents, this year, you guys have actually been like out in the cold and in the rain, picking up your dancers and waiting for them there. And we see that, and we want to do better by you guys next year. We know that we with all the businesses in really the US and around the world have been forced to do that due to COVID. But moving forward, we are going to be creating some fun updates to the main building, but I'm not going to tell you about all of those yet. That big reveal will come next month. So, and I heard a lot of comments on here about the Purple Studio. We all know the Purple Studio needs a new paint job. So that is coming too. All the studios are going to be painted to be cohesive with our brand colors. So you saw us picking out those paint swatches. So all of that is coming. Just know that we're going to have 2 incredible spaces for families and dancers wherever you're placed. So I am ready to take you guys on a little tour. If you're ready to go on a tour, go ahead and send me a comment. Make sure y'all can see me. I'm going to send you a tour of the space, but let me warn you that this is like a construction zone right now, okay? There's no dance floors, there are no mirrors, there's actually no floors in the whole space because we pulled them all out and we're getting new floors. We've painted like half of the hallway walls, and the rest, you'll see it's not painted at all, and there's a lot more painting to do here. So just have that mindset on. It's totally bare bones. We got the keys like not even a week ago. Tomorrow will be a week. And it's been just the Camacho threesome over here the last couple days, pulling all of this together and pulling, you know, from now until we open the space in August or June. We might be ready by June. It will be just us with some family and friends pulling this together. So if you have a college student or a high schooler, or you know of people that need volunteer hours or enjoy doing something like this and would want to, you know, grab a roller or a paintbrush and jump in with us, we would greatly appreciate that. So here we go. Ready for the tour. Let me flip this around. And as we go through, you guys are going to recognize the space, and I'll tell you all the details about where this is later. Just have fun as we do this right now. Okay, so this we're testing paint colors, y'all. But this will be one studio space. As you can see, it's just completely gutted right now. Coming out here, this will be a reception and staff area. Down this way, I told you we need so much paint help right here. This way is going to be private lessons and available to be rented out for yoga and Pilates and people just that need a small studio space like that. This is the new home of Art and Light Media, so he will have his studio set up here so we can do pictures and videos really easily right there. And then we're coming right back out here to the entrance. The lights don't work here right now, so it's a little bit dark, but this is the entrance area. And then over here we have just waiting space, hallway, and now we did paint these walls gray, so no hating on the gray color, guys. You just need to tell me you love it because we've worked hard on it. This is our another studio, so a really big studio space right here. So you guys maybe have guessed where we are right now because as you can see, it's been built out as a dance studio already. So let me go ahead and just confirm for you guys. We are right across the street from Poets, which is of course right across the square from our building over there, you can see. And this is the former home of Stage 1 Dance Studio. It's been painted beautifully. And so we are thrilled to be here. It's been a space that has been loved by dancers for the past 12 years. They moved here the year that we moved to the square, and they just recently moved out. And so it was just like divine timing for us. It's built out as a studio. It's exactly what we were hoping and praying for, and right within walking distance. So we are super excited. So if you're excited, please let me know. Send some hearts or likes or comments my way. And then we're on to the final little bit. Make sure you don't leave without learning how you can enter to win the $100 tuition credit. So we're going to post this as a video, obviously, to all of our accounts. You can either share this video, but you don't have to do that. We just want you to create a post on your social, Instagram or Facebook, that is either a picture of yourself as a dancer if you're a teen, or your dancer if you're a parent. That's just a picture or a video or any kind of post with excitement about how you love dancing at the center, how you're excited for the future. It can be anything along those lines. As long as it is a positive message about your experience at the center or excitement for the future, then it does need to, so it has to have your positive message. It needs to have the hashtag, the center, spelled like our name with an E at the end, the center makes room. And then you need to tag the Center Dance Instagram, as well as, if you're on Facebook, tag our Facebook page there. So between now, which is Thursday, and Sunday, you can make as many posts as you want if you really want to get in on that, or just make one. It's up to you, or one a day. But every time you make a post, it will count, and it will enter into a contest for us to give away $100 tuition credit. So now we will be waiting till staff is back in the office next week to go through and start counting. So make sure if you make a post, it has to stay up through next week for us to be able to total that. So I know that probably went over some of your heads. I'll go ahead and type all of that into a fancy little post so it's easy to grab. But go ahead and share your excitement. We'll be posting this, so share, like, and I look forward to seeing you all back in the studio next week. Bye, guys.